Good evening. Just a update here after week 11 for the NFL playoff picture. Starting to take shape here. We'll start with the divisions and then we'll go to the wild cards. As you can see in the AFC East, all teams within one game of each other. I actually think Buffalo's still the favorite there, but I think New England's actually got a shot there. West, pretty much Kansas City. The North, Baltimore's a game up on Cincinnati. I give a slight edge to Baltimore, but the game back, Cincinnati could make a run there, and then Tennessee in the South. NFC divisions, going with Philly in the East. The two up on Dallas and the Giants. NFC, none of the teams really wowed me this year, but Philly's been the best, hands down. And I think they beat Dallas earlier this year, so I don't really see how Dallas could make it. Philly's not one of those teams that's going to have a huge collapse. The West, as we predicted there, neck and neck, San Francisco, Seattle. I've been holding off and making a prediction there, and I'm going to go with Seattle now. Just looking at the remaining schedule is easier than San Francisco's, and that's the reasoning there. Same record, just an easier schedule remaining for Seattle, so that's why I'm going with them there. Minnesota, and then Tampa and Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta's not that far back there. I think Tampa's still the favorite there, but so there you go. Pretty much going with who's in front right now, except for New England and Seattle. And then the wild cards, take a look at the AFC. Right now you have Buffalo, New England, Cincinnati in there. But let's say Buffalo takes that division. I'll put in Miami, New England, Cincinnati. I think New England and Cincinnati will make it. Miami, I could see maybe the Jets catching them. But AFC is starting to take shape there, except for maybe the seeding. I think probably Kansas City will take the bye, and they'll probably see Tennessee, Buffalo, Baltimore in there. Yeah, NFC. So we're going with Seattle there. Philly, Minnesota, Seattle, Tampa as their division winners. I think Philly will take the bye. That would put wild cards currently as Dallas, Giants, San Fran. I think that looks like it as well. So, I don't think you're going to see a lot of teams that are currently in a playoff spot, either conference switch. You probably just see the seeding switch. One seed seems pretty good. I think Kansas City and Philly are both in good shape there. They've both been pretty consistent this year. Whereas these other teams have not. But Dallas has been up and down. I've seen Dallas play poorly in 2 games. The Green Bay game, and there was another game in there. But that's pretty much what we got there. And I might have an update here if things change drastically. Any other notes here? I think there's a lot of people out there just having their predictions. I don't know what that's based on. You see there's a lot of turnover each year. You just kind of look at what you got there and how much time remaining. I mean, not a lot of, just look at the NFC West, 7 games left and they're tied. It's like Detroit could make a run. They're right there. So you can't really just say, oh, I think this is this team, or this is Tampa. They're going to be in Tampa. Tampa's certainly not a lock. They're a half game up on Atlanta, and if they don't take that division, they would be out. So you just can't say, okay, I think this is because of what they've done in the past or anything like that. The Rams, are out. So I just got to look at what their ranking is and what they've done, and their schedule remaining. That's what it boils down to. So it's not rocket science here. There's people out there saying, who's going to catch Philly for the 1 seed? I mean, only Minnesota, but they're clearly not as good as Philly, and they beat them head to head pretty convincingly. So, it would take some horrendous injury or something like that on Philly for them to drop like that. So I don't know where these people are coming from. I'm certainly not an Eagles fan. They were just in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, but you got to deal with reality here. So that's where we're at, and we'll have an update. Next couple weeks, maybe next week something changes drastically. Otherwise, we might make it a couple weeks. All right, thank you.